my wife and I lived in Ecuador for 6 years. And prior to doing that, 4 years before I retired, we used to go there on a regular basis every 3 months or so, just because we loved the place. And Ecuador is a great place, but they started to get a little suspicious about us at the immigration stand because I said, you come here very often. Why is that? And I know I look like an international drug smuggler, but we said, well, we own a property here and we just like it. Okay, cool. So over the course of time, we made probably 10 or 12 trips, and probably 80% of the time that we were on our way back, I would hear, McGuinness Timothy to the podium, which meant I had to go downstairs with the luggage. So I'd be down there with the immigration officers and the customs officers, and every once in a while they'd open my luggage. But a lot of times they wouldn't. They'd just say, does this belong to you? Yes, it does. Okay, go back upstairs. So I need to get tangential for a minute. My wife, Janet, has problems sleeping at night. So she takes a very mild sleep aid, very much like Lunesta. And the cool thing about Ecuador is you don't need a prescription to get medications, as long as you don't go in and ask for a pound of morphine or a stock bottle of opiates. So the medication costs about $30, $35 a month here, and insurance didn't pay for it, but you could buy it down there for $5. So we bought a 4-month supply, and we're going to bring it back with us. You get the drift. So I'm sitting in the lounge waiting to leave, and I hear McGuinness Timothy to the podium. Okay, fine. So I go downstairs, and it's a whole thing. There are guys with automatic rifles. There's a customs agent, female, about this tall, hair pulled back in a tight bun, very severe looking. And for those of you that are fans of Cheers, think Fraser Crane's wife, Lilith, okay? And she looked like she was not in possession of a sense of humor at all. So I'm standing there and I think, oh, hell, those diet pills might be in that suitcase. So what am I gonna do? So the guy in front of me, she says, open your suitcase. He opens it up, and in the suitcase are 4 textbook-sized packets wrapped in plastic with white powder. All of a sudden, the guys with the automatic weapons start coming in, and I'm looking for the place to jump under a table or something like that. She says, what's this? He says, it's sugar. And she says, sugar? He says, yeah, my mom's Ecuadorian. She lives in the States. She can't get confectioner's sugar that she likes. So I'm bringing her some so that she can have a supply of that. The woman says, yeah, okay, we'll see about that. So she gets this instrument that looks like a knitting needle, shoves it in the packets, brings it out, does a street test for the drugs, and guess what? It's sugar. And the guy said, yeah, I told you it's sugar. So meanwhile, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, what am I going to do about these freaking diet pills? Do I tell her that they're there and sort of throw myself on the mercy of the customs service of the Republic of Ecuador, or do I just keep my mouth shut and see what happens? Well, I opted for the latter. It's always better to ask for forgiveness than permission, so I let it slide. She had me open the suitcases. There was nothing there that she found, and I went back upstairs and told Janet, Jesus, I was just down there sweating bullets because I thought she was going to find these diet pills. Well, there were several ironies involved in this because she had the pills in her purse. But while I was downstairs worrying about them, she was upstairs worrying about the honey that we bubble wrapped and put in and we're going to smuggle out of the country. So that was my near miss at being an international drug smuggler. Thanks.